out there. Phew. Go back down the dark corridor, or the crappy stairway, which still looks like a shithole. First, I thought I should answer some comments. Oh, stop here. I feel I should answer some comments on the last couple of parts of Dead Space. Especially to, is it Mitchell Samian? If that's how I pronounce your name properly. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Ah! I don't know. Sue me with muffins, I guess. Just to let you know, I know you're kind of wondering why I criticize a game so much that I'm doing a let's play of it. Just because I criticize it doesn't really mean I have a hate for it. There's actually very, very few games I hate. Especially that. Oh, there's only a couple of games I hate. Like that one we don't talk about. But usually it comes in about 4 categories to me. But the 2 most common ones are games I like, games I don't like. And there's games I love and games I hate. And there's very few of them, you know, games I hate and very few games I love. But there's probably more games I hate. But I just haven't found them yet. But Dead Space, where is Dead Space with me? Dead Space is sort of in the middle between like and not like. I think the thing is, I have a soft spot for it, where Dead Space, it fails as a survival horror. It fails to be scary. It really does fail just to become a survival horror. I think it failed near the end of chapter 1. That's when it starts failing, and that's when I think that's when the developers of this game went, you know, just lost it. As it says, the store is the problem, the weapons are the problem. Not all of them, but it's just some of them that it's just lost its way. I'm sure that it was being titled. Oh, I'm just grabbing this. Yeah. Strategy dismemberment. I'm looking at the back of the case of this at the moment. This is my PlayStation 3 version. I'm looking at the back of the case of strategically December. What? Sorry, I can't. Some reason I will not be able to pronounce it. I know how to pronounce it, but I'm just having one of those days where I can't pronounce it. Basically, it's just to cut off their limbs, and you know, some weapons that here are not designed to cut off limbs. As the assault rifle is not a weapon to cut off limbs. You know, if you want to cut people's limbs off, if you want to use a military weapon, wouldn't a shotgun be a perfect choice for this sort of thing? Since a shotgun, you could imagine a shotgun blowing people's limbs off and, you know, making their heads explode and such. And of course, power tools. I know the plasma cutter here is a power tool. It cuts. Well, it shoots something out that cuts rock. And is a bit over. That's because it says even if I do like the game, I still criticize it. I think that's the problem with me. I do criticize, but it's a way I'm not going to lie to myself. I'm not going to lie to myself about this game. I know it's false. I know what it's false all about, but I just don't understand why the developers didn't catch this, thinking, hold on. You should really stop and think about this. You know, this tool, this power tool, what's it for? You know, what's its purpose for? And, you know, should we really have an assault rifle in this? Come on. Yeah, I don't know why I never stopped them. That's my sort of thing. I don't hate this game. I don't like it, or I like it. I'm sort of in the middle between this. I have a soft spot for it, but hey, if you think about it, some people can like really bad things only if they have something awesome in them, like a movie that's bad but has something that makes it awesome. Same thing goes for a game. But not Final Fantasy fucking 13, because it's got nothing awesome in there. That's just bad all around. I won't continue with that. But if I'm gonna criticize games, I should really do reviews. At least there'd be more. They have more structure to them. But I just wanna. One more thing. I'm gonna go back to the flamethrower. I know there's enough with the flamethrower, but this is what I don't wanna. This is what I don't get, and this is gonna be the last time I'm talking about the flamethrower. Is that the flamethrower is. It's just in space. Okay, I can't imagine it's working outside of space because it needs air. Even if you do oxygen feed it, I don't think it's going to do much. Even if it is fed with oxygen while working out of space, I don't think that's going to work. I don't know. It just seems implausible to me. And if you use it indoors, which is full of pure air, you're going to cause a fucking mess. No, you're gonna burn everyone. The whole place is gonna catch on fire, and that's it. Now, I know you use flamethrowers to melt the ice, and get to the materials, the ore, the metals, whatever. But I think there'll be a better device to work in space that doesn't require air to work. Think about it. If you think about fan heaters or a toaster, they kind of work in the premise of heating up. I think what do they do? They actually heat up like these metal bars they have around them, but it doesn't require air to sort of burn. It just heats them up. Why not have a device like that to melt the ice? I'm not saying practically a fan heater, but you know, kind of like a radiator, or it sort of works similar to a radiator or a toaster in a way. Except for a radiator uses warm water, and a toaster it just heats up the bars around it to toast the toast. But why not use a device like that to melt the ice like that? You wouldn't have to worry about making a room explode because it's filled with air. You wouldn't have to worry about using it in space because it wouldn't need air to work in space. It'd be very cold, but I think if you get up to a sort of a temperature, I think it would actually work. That's my thing. Oh, so I'm gonna go to the Ripper. Let's continue on now. But I'm gonna go to the Ripper. What I don't understand what the Ripper is. Why do you need the Ripper here? Okay, the Ripper has two firing modes. It fires out saw blades, which I don't know why, because this is a tool. I think firing out the saw blades in a working environment is dangerous. Seriously, very, very dangerous. Anyone could just get, oh, I'm gonna get fucking pissed off. This guy, he ate my muffins, so I'm gonna grab my Ripper, I'm gonna launch my saw blades at him. You see? Just stuff like that. Yeah. Someone just gets angry, fires his saw blade at someone. I don't know why anyone would put that as a feature on a saw blade, on the Ripper. And also, having a remote control saw blade, just, you know, sort of levitating. Another thing I don't truly understand is why do you need that? Because one, if you're gonna cut stone, if you're gonna cut rock or stone, you already have the plasma cutter. You already have the line cutter. I'm sure there's another tool in here, which I believe is a tool that also cuts stone, and I just don't understand that. I know what a saw blade is for, cutting. You use a saw blade to just, you know, cut rock straight and such like that, but you've already have the plasma cutter, and the Ripper doesn't have a workbench or a table. It's something that's on your arm. It's just something I don't understand, because seriously, my father is a stonemason, so I sort of know about these sort of things a little bit. And this is what doesn't get me. You already have the plasma cutter. You already have the line cutter. Saw blade doesn't make sense. And also, I don't know why you have to remote control it, because you're in space. You could turn off the gravity. You could go up to the rock and cut it. But you have the plasma cutter for that, and I bet the plasma cutter can cut deeper than the Ripper.